they're going to take your baby most likely to the maternity ward at this point. I believe it's very important to go with your child to the maternity ward so there's someone there that they can recognize and that they can trust. They're going to know that you're dad, especially if you're there for them. And besides, hospital are big places, and we've all heard horror stories of babies getting lost. So just go there, follow them up the stairs, follow them to the maternity ward. If a hospital says that you can't do that, find a different hospital. This is your child, and nothing should come between you and your child. When you arrive to the maternity ward, if you've brought friends and family with you to the hospital, they're going to be there on the other side of the glass looking at you. In my case, I made sure one of my friends had a video camera just to capture me coming there with the baby and videoing me being there with the baby. You're going to spend a few moments with the maternity ward. The pediatrician might be there with you. In our case, she was. And she just helped the baby. The baby needed a little bit of extra oxygen because she was having some trouble breathing, but she did fine. They gave her the oxygen and she was cool after that. After a few minutes, when the baby's cool and settled out, you're going to want to get back to mom. Mom's downstairs not knowing what's happening. So what you're going to want to do at that point is go back downstairs, find mom, and help her go to the hospital room. If it's a cesarean, they're going to leave her sit downstairs or wherever the operating room is or just outside it for probably about 30 minutes until she can feel her feet again. Once that happens, they're going to take her up to the hospital room and you should go with her. At some point here, you need to get changed back into the regular clothes. So do that, go back up there, make sure she's cool on receiving guests and friends and family, and once that's done, open the door, let your family come in and congratulate mom and tell her how beautiful the baby is. Have the camera, take your videos, take your photos. It's a great moment. Now that you and mom are alone in the hospital room or with a couple of family members, it's a good time to give her surprises. Maybe give her a couple hours just to relax after what's just happened. But now's a good moment to go ahead and give her the surprises that you've planned. Make sure that she can't see them at first and then bring them into the room. It's going to be a special moment for her, and ideally your mom or your best friend or someone's there who can video you and her so you can capture the moment. Now, depending on the pregnancy and the delivery, you might be in the hospital anywhere between 1 to 3 days. What's going to happen? Well, you're going to be spending time with your baby as the hospital allows. They have specific hours when your baby can visit you, and the rest of the time they're going to be behind the glass in the maternity ward. You're allowed to visit them at any time, but those are the hours that they're going to let the baby be outside of the maternity ward. A lot of friends and family are going to want to visit during this time. Because it's such an intense time for the baby and for mom, what I recommend, this is up to you, but keep it just to the most immediate family or your closest friends. Have everybody wait until you're back home for a few days to come over and meet the baby. Everybody you know is going to want to see the baby. Just tell them to relax and wait till you get home. The other thing that's going to happen at the hospital, which is a great moment to catch, is your baby's first bath. Get in there with the photos and the video and capture those moments, because even if she's crying, there will be moments when the baby's calm, and it's nice to have. There's going to be a lot of moments in the hospital where you and mom are alone with the baby by yourself. Have the camera and video around, capture it, but also really focus on enjoying these moments. Try not to let other friends and family in during these times. There will be basic visiting hours, and there will be times that babies are allowed and not allowed in the room. So just figure out how you want to mix and match it so that you and mom get time alone with the baby. Hospitals also don't like a lot of people coming to visit. That's just an unfortunate fact because they like it to stay calm, which is actually a good thing. The hospital is going to try to get mom to start breastfeeding the baby right away. They'll be feeding the baby with a hospital formula, but they're going to try to get mom used to breastfeeding. Now, in our particular case, my wife couldn't breastfeed right away, and the pediatrician told us that it's very normal that it takes up to 3 days before milk delivery actually starts occurring. So be ready with the other food if you're going to go home before the breastfeeding starts, and otherwise make sure the hospital feeds her. Still have the baby try to do the breastfeeding because it sort of gets them used to the nipple sucking action. I don't know how better to state that because it's a nipple sucking action. The other thing is that mom is going to need a lot of help moving around, particularly if it's a cesarean. So be ready to help her stand up, sit down, move around, and don't let her go running around the place until the hospital says it's okay. So what's going to happen when you go to get out of the hospital? Okay, you can't just walk out of the hospital when you want. As soon as you sign in there, they're legally liable to you, for you, etc. until you leave. So you got to follow their rules. When you're ready to go, you need to talk to your gynecologist or the doctor that was with you. They're going to need to sign some papers called exit papers. With these, you can then give them to the hospital and they're going to give you the okay to leave. You're going to want to make sure that before you leave, you get the birth certificate. That's something they generally give you when you sign out of the hospital, and you and mom have to fill it out. Depending on the country, some will give you the permanent birth certificate, some will give you a temporary birth certificate that you then have to take and get registered at a nearby government office. So make sure you get that. It's really important. Don't forget it. Also, before you leave the hospital, a lot of hospitals have gift packages that they give to you before you leave. Now, it sounds like a gift, but really what it is, it's to get you hooked on specific baby products that you might need. Usually it's a free package of diapers, some anti-rash cream, and we even got this weird Swedish thing where you suck the boogers out of the baby nose, which, sorry, I didn't use that. But whatever it is, just get it. It's nice to have. It's a few things that maybe you didn't think of, and you can just take it home with you. Have a nice quiet trip home. Have a friend drive you home in a large vehicle so you can take everything comfortably back from the hospital to your house. Thank you for watching The Clueless Father. I hope in this segment that I've shown you a few things to take away some of the anxiety or some of the worries you might have about what's going to happen. Obviously, the key thing during this period is having a gynecologist and a pediatrician that you and mom trust, and a good hospital. Those people will help you get through this as smoothly and as rapidly as possible, and in the most healthy way for mom and the baby. Remember, at the end of this, you're going to be a dad. And really, that is an amazing transformation that's going to occur with you, and be prepared so you can really enjoy it, and you can really enjoy it with mom. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you'll come back for more on The Clueless Father.